Hey everyone, so in today's video, I am going to be doing almost like my normal voice. I'm going to try to do it a little bit soft-spoken so it has somewhat of an ASMR effect, but I don't know, I just have a hard time whispering while I'm eating, so I have an eating show for you guys, and I'm trying to do it to where you can see the food. I have the books, or the plate propped up on like a couple of books. I have couscous. It's like Mediterranean flavor. And it's really good. And then I cut up 2 avocados. I've been eating a little bit as I cut them up. I just like sliced them. I cut them into 4, like cut them in half and cut those. Anyway, so good. Oh. I also have Cheetos. And I'm drinking water. So good. I cut up 2 avocados. Is that like a hair? It's gross. Anyway, pretend you didn't see that. I cut up 2 avocados and season them with lemon juice, lime juice, vinegar, salt, and olive oil. It's just so good. I could even eat them plain, and I would still love them so much. Sometimes I'll do pepper, but I haven't like done that for a while, like black pepper. And couscous. I eat avocados a lot. Like, maybe not technically every day, but sometimes it's like every day. And lately I've been doing 2 of them. Like a while ago I was doing 1 avocado a day, or, you know, however often I ate it. But apparently 1 just wasn't enough. So I have 2. And then this couscous is just from Aldi's. It's like Mediterranean flavor. I forgot the brand. I don't know what brand it was. I actually made it a couple the other night, I want to say, and I couldn't eat all of it, so I saved it. Usually I do not like leftovers. Like, usually I actually hate leftovers, but this is okay. That's one reason why I don't really like cook in bulk, typically, is because I just don't like leftovers. I don't know why. Although, I will say this, but first, I feel like this is like healthy, and then Cheetos. I've been loving Cheetos so much lately. I haven't had them in the longest time until recently. Oh, and I do have like napkins on hand because I hate when like your fingers and stuff are orange. I'm gonna try to eat the Cheetos with a fork. I feel like on Seinfeld, that episode where they were eating, was that Pittman or who was that was eating, Elaine's boss was like eating a Snickers with a fork. I feel like that's me. Like, that's literally something I would do. And I like plastic forks better than metal forks, like silver forks. I will use like metal forks if I'm out or if I'm over at someone's house or something. You know, I'm not going to say, oh, I only will use plastic forks, but when it's up to me, I'd rather use a plastic fork. Even if I have to clean the plastic fork and then use that same one because I like am out or whatever, I like plastic forks better. Is this weird that I'm eating Cheetos with a fork? It is, then whatever. It's alright. I know eating shows are like eating shows, but I feel like bad when I drip it out of my mouth because it's gross. I'm always constantly like going like that when I eat. My favorite person, or one of my very favorite people ever in general, but one person's eating shows who I love is Trisha Paytas. I think I mentioned that in one of my past mukbangs. Anyway, what I was saying before about leftovers. I'm sorry if I'm sitting like really weird with my arm or whatever. I'm just like kind of making the best of this setup arrangement that I have. But anyway, so earlier I was talking and I was saying that like I hate leftovers, but one of my favorite things when I was growing up was my parents would go out like pretty much every Friday night. They would go on like a date or whatever and go shopping and like just go to a nice restaurant or, you know, wherever. And that felt like it fell, but it didn't fall on me because I'm kind of like, there's space like right in between here. So anyway, it's fine. And then we would have a babysitter watch us on Friday nights. It was like fun. And as a kid, like that's kind of fun, you know, to have a babysitter come over or whatever. I love Cheetos. And I love avocados. I love the couscous. And avocados are so healthy for you. That's why I eat them all the time. But I remember when I was a kid, my parents would go out and then come back home and, you know, it'd be like late at night. And, you know, I'm always up late. Even when I was a kid, I was a night owl. Even like back before I can remember. My parents said I was always up late at night. That's how my mother discovered QVC. But that's another story. Anyway. Can you get on the fork, please? Oh, well. They would bring home their takeout boxes from the restaurants they went to of the food that I didn't finish. And when I was a kid, I guess I didn't mind it apparently, but I would eat their leftovers, but it was like fresh leftovers. And sorry if I just spit, it's gross. But it was like fresh leftovers, and you know, I was like a kid, even like a teenager, I guess. Honestly, I think I would still do it. Like a younger teenager. And I just remember because they went to like all the nice restaurants, and I thought it was like so bougie at the time. It just felt like very grown up, like they're eating grown up food. And I don't know, it was always so good. So I always enjoyed eating their leftovers in that sense, but I can't eat after anyone. Like if someone takes a drink or something, like, and then gives me a drink, that grosses me out. Or like if someone, like I can't eat off the same plate as someone else. You know, I have done it. Lately I've actually been a little bit more open to do that, but honestly it grosses me out so bad. Sometimes I force myself to get over it because I don't want to be rude, but... I don't know, that just grosses me out. Some people can do that. I can't. Or like, I don't really even eat ice cream anymore that much, but like if someone puts their spoon and eats the ice cream out of the container, I could not go in and get ice cream from that container. It's like contaminated, you know? It's like so gross. And nothing, if you do that, then that's fine. A lot of people do that. That's just me. It's like something that I don't, you know, I don't like doing that. Even if it's like leftovers that I ate out of and I like have it in the refrigerator and go to it the next day, I'm like, ew, Sam, you already ate out of that. Like, even though it's me eating out, like, I'm that bad sometimes. Oh, good. Just threw food on the floor. I'm gonna have a few more Cheetos after this. It's always sad when it's over. I'm like, oh. And I was eating some Cheetos earlier, like before dinner. I don't usually do that, or I don't like to do that, because I like to eat like a very small lunch, and then like dinner, like a larger meal. Not huge, but you know, something like this, give or take. I'm gonna have a few more Cheetos. Actually, I'm gonna try to finish this first. Because then, like, if you eat dessert, I don't like to use my same fork that I ate with my meal to eat dessert with. Like, that kind of grosses me out, too. I mean, I will do it if I have to, but it's not my favorite thing. Or, like, if I'm at home, I'll just, like, wash the fork and then use that same fork again. For dessert, I might have some grapes with tagine. Has anyone ever tried that? Tagine. People put it on fruit, and it's like a, I want to say a Mexican seasoning. And it's like more of a savory, like chili peppers, or I don't know for sure all what's in it, but it's like more of a salty, savory thing, and people put it on fruit. But I love things that are like salty and sweet. I love that combination so much. Like, I love it. And it's not good to eat these out of the bag because you don't realize how much you're eating. That's what I was doing earlier. I was eating them out of the bag. I like the really small ones, like I don't know, maybe as a grown-up, I'm okay, but like, see how these are really small? And you know, paper towel. For some reason, I like those better. I was gonna have it like sitting on this tray. That's just water because I wiped it off before. But it was like hard to do it to get it to be seen. James and the Giant Peach. I should read that actually. I mean, that's a kid's book, but is it a kid's book? Ronald Dale. He was one of my favorite authors, possibly my favorite like kids author when I was a kid. He wrote Matilda, the BFG, bunch of stuff. I don't know, I just always, when I was a kid, I remember his books were always so good. Should I take a drink? I'm going to take a drink real quick. Excuse me. As I drip water on myself. Okay, I'm getting full, so I'm gonna stop. But I feel like I'm doing an eating show, so I should do more. I haven't bought a big bag of chips like this in a long time. Maybe like over a year. But, alright. I don't like doing this because this plate is like dirty. Or, you know, like I ate off of it, but I feel like if I don't do this. Okay, stop. You need to stop, Samuel. Closing the bag. No more Cheetos for you. I was at the store and I was like looking for the, like if they sold those small little bags, like a big package, but of the small individual size ones, because then I could portion them out. But, I use my fork or the hands. My hands are the fork. My fork are the hands. Oh, speaking of hands, guess what movie I saw the other night for the first time? That I saw for the first time, like, in its entirety. I've seen maybe clips of it before. But, Edward Scissorhands with Johnny Depp. Such a good movie. It's, like, so very 90s. When was that made? Like, 80s, 90s? Like, late 80s, early 90s? I don't know. I loved it, though. I like Peg. She was very nice. I kept calling her Pam all throughout the film. But Peg. And of course, Johnny Depp as Edward. Everyone loves Johnny Depp. No matter who you are. Sorry if I'm chewing with my mouth open. I just realized I might have been doing that. I'll like cover my mouth with my hands when I eat, when I talk. And people yell at me for doing that. Like if I'm talking while I'm chewing, you know, if like, or I'll try to wait till I'm done, I guess, but I'll answer the question. I'll have my hands covering. If I'm chewing and people yell at me, they don't yell at me, but kind of, they're like, Sam, you don't have to cover your mouth with me. I feel gross if I don't do it, so it's more for me, boo, than anyone else, honestly. Although I probably chewed with my mouth open on film, so I don't know. But I feel like I was saying something before Edward Scissorhands. Forgot what it was. Anyway, back to what I was saying. This fork out of the way. Like, no matter who you are, what you're about, no matter how much money you have, or if someone doesn't have a lot of money, no matter what, like, race you are, no matter what educational level system you are, no matter where you live, no matter what your political, you know, party is or whatever, everyone loves Johnny Depp. Everybody. But what I like about him, like in the movies, or in that movie, and he does it in other movies too, but is like, his character, Edward, is very like, oh, and I love the housewife too. I forgot what her name was. The lady that made the ambrosia salad. Like, she was one of my favorite characters. I'm like, I love her. She was so funny. But, ambrosia salad. I don't know, just the way she said it. She's like, and I'll be bringing the ambrosia salad. I don't want to do that imitation, but, well, I just did. But like, in that movie, Johnny Depp's character, Edward Scissorhands, was very, like, I mean, if you've seen the movie, you know. But he was very, like, timid and shy, like, kind of awkward. But Johnny Depp made it look cool. Like, it made it look cool to be, like, timid and awkward and stuff like that. Like, and I think maybe that's why a lot of people like Johnny Depp. Because, you know, when you're, like, feeling very nervous or shy, you're like, I don't know, I don't know what to say. You know what I mean? Like, when you're in a nervous mode, you feel so dorky. But then you can be like, well, Johnny Depp was in that same mode in the movie. And it was so cool. So, it's, like, cool to be dorky sometimes, right? Basically. I'm getting very full. And I want to eat more Cheetos. But I'm not going to. I said that really loud. I'm really, like, done eating Cheetos. My sister. I have two sisters. Well, I have two sisters. And then I have 3 step siblings. So a stepsister and 2 stepbrothers. But anyway, does that make sense? But my middle sister, when we were growing up, and I'm sure to this day, she always loved Cheetos. She's like, I want Cheetos, please, please, please. And she had Cheetos all the time. And like the jalapeno chips, She loved those things so much. We're like, Alex, you're going to turn into a Cheeto. She didn't care. She was the same with French fries from McDonald's. Love French fries. I'm going to have a few more Cheetos. I'm having fun. Just a few. I gotta try the, just a few, because I'm getting so full. Okay, you know what? You don't want to gain weight, so... Okay, that's it. Just stop. I'm talking to myself. You're done after this. You're done. I want to try the jalapeno Cheetos. I think that would be good. Except the flaming hot Cheetos kind of grossed me out because, I'll tell you why. I think I saw some people eating them and it got all over their hands and their mouth, and they take a drink and it was on the drink, and it was so gross. I mean, these Cheetos do that too, but the flaming hot jalapeno Cheetos seem to do it worse, so I'm like, I simply cannot. See, like, I'm constantly... Okay. I'm not going to feel guilty, but I feel like I overdid on the Cheetos. I think for dessert, I'm going to eat dessert off camera, but I'm going to have some grapes with some tagine, and I'm sitting like, ow, my leg fell asleep because I was sitting like legs crossed or whatever. And anyway, all right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. This was fun. I had a lot of fun. I think I should do this more often. Okay, well, comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. And check out my other videos too. All right, bye guys.